Alright, let me show you how to easily insert tables, and then you can format the tables from there. I'm back on my test page, but I've cleared it out so that this will be an easy thing. Depending on how much you've got on your web page, you might have to click way down the page to be able to properly insert it. It's wherever your actual selector is that you're inserting this table. So keep that in mind if you've got a lot of content to work with. I'm going to go over here to my drop down of Insert Table. Now it pops up a new window. We've got the checkboxes here that are not very useful. Avoid those. But then you can change your rows. I'm going to do 4 columns. That's fine at 3. I got my alignment of the table going at center. You can change it to whatever you want. The width at 100% is going to stretch as far as it can within your actual content space. So 100% is a pretty good one. But if you want to do pixels, I would say about 800 is a good size. Just don't ever really go over it. It's going to stretch your page. It's going to throw off your design. It's just not going to look good. So I'm going to hit OK. There's my table. It's center aligned. You can right away just type stuff into your table. You can hit Tab to go to the next column. I'm just going to fill the rest of these with whatever. So there, my table is being used now. So you can see here that if you click within your table and right-click it and go down to Format Table, we get a new window popping up here. You can have a lot of the same settings here for when you actually inserted the table, but there's a few more extra ones. So you can change the width again, but there's an outside padding to your table, and by default it's always set to 5. I usually set this down to 0 so that I'm not just wasting space. You can also change some of the layout of your cells, and what a cell is each of these boxes. Anything that's split from another part of the table is a cell itself. So I'm going to just leave that at top center, and then you can do cell padding, which is just going to spread out these, probably just the text itself. So let's see. Yep. Now you have borders, and that always defaults to 1 pixel on each with a black border. But you can always go in and change this to whatever you are needing. You can even take them away. I usually don't use borders myself, just because it looks a little cleaner. You can change the colors too. Just try to stay away from some crazy colors. That's all I would advise. And now I'm going to hit OK. And, well, let's say you don't want that table anymore. And from the bottom, click, hold, and drag up to the top. You can see that everything's blued out now. Well, you can either hit Delete or Backspace on your keyboard. That'll get rid of it. But you can also right-click it and clear. And there it goes. It's gone. Now, I want to show you a lot more, because this is just inserting, and there's so much to tables that it can get a little complicated, so bear with me.